And the reason why I'm in sunglasses and this hat and hoodie and mask today, I'm going in disguise because things are getting weird out there.
Things are getting weird out
Things
there.
are getting weird. That should be the title of it. Things are getting weird out there.
Things are getting weird out there.
You ahead.
How we doing today, everyone? I'm Brooke. This is my co-host, PiersDaBeard.
What's up, y'all?
Today we have TimeBomb Tom.
How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great. Thanks
You
for
wanna
having me.
You want to grab the mic there, brother?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Nice. Thanks for
Absolutely,
coming,
dude.
man.
We've heard a lot of great stories from our owner. He said, "Man, you guys got to have TimeBomb Tom on." We're like, "All right, absolutely, let's go,
Yeah.
let's go."
Well, he's too kind.
I mean, I guess we'll just start off the rip because that's such an interesting TimeBomb Tom. How the hell did you get that?
Well, I got that nickname in the 80s when I was a DJ at WGBW, not the current WGBW owned by, I believe, Civic Media. They have a studio downtown. Not that one, but when the University of Wisconsin Green Bay had its own over-the-air broadcast radio station. It's 3,000 watts. It was student-run. It's free-form. You could do whatever you want. It's the best DJ job in the world ever. I never considered working in commercial radio because I knew it wouldn't be as fun as working at WGBW.
Sure.
And I used to have the Reverend Norb on my show weekly, and he did the Rock and Revs triple feature where he'd play 3 songs and he'd go on about them. And one day he just blah, 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 and his spiel, his rant, he referred to me as TimeBomb Tom. And he told me, like, in the last year, he gave me that nickname just because he liked how it sounded phonetically. So
Yeah, no, it's a good one.
So that's how I got the nickname.
Okay, that's what's up.
So, why don't you give a little bit of backstory about what you've done here in Green Bay over the years? You've worked in Exclusive Company in the past. I know that's a really good name that a lot of people have, grown up with, buying their records there, and just kind of being the go-to place for a lot of the music, and because that's how you used to have to get music. It wasn't streaming. You had to go physically go to a store and buy it. And I'm sure you had a whole bunch of, times and experiences of that. So can you talk a little bit more about that experience?
Sure. I actually first started working in record stores in October of 1984, working at the Galaxy of Sound and the Port Plaza Mall that's been torn down now, downtown Green Bay.
I remember that mall.
And
the 2-story one with the 2 levels and that big
Hot
fountain.
Sam, we had an Osco Drugs, we had a gold mine, we had 2 bookstores, we had 2 music stores because Musicland was in there too. At one time, it had a really great pizza joint right by the Musicland, which is right by JCPenney.
I like the food court that they had there. It was kind of an old school vibe.
Yep, and Swiss Colony, and it was a fun time. While I was working there, we got bought by a company out of Chicago, and our name actually changed to JR's Music. And then in '88, I went over to the Exclusive Company and worked there till we closed in July of 2022.
Damn.
And I had a really good run at the Exclusive Company. I had a lot of fun.
How many years in total was it?
34 years
Hell yeah.
at the Exclusive
That's
Company.
a passion job, man. Doing that for that long, you had to love it.
And when I first started working in record stores, it was basically records. Cassettes were bigger than CDs by far. And then I saw the whole thing where people were getting rid of their vinyl collections and buying everything over on CD. And then we saw the CD peak, and we saw the internet come in, kind of slay the CD a little bit. Then we saw vinyl come back to kind of save record stores. Now CDs are trying to come back a little. And so it's kind of come full circle in a way for me. But there's lots of new challenges constantly in the world of selling physical media. So
man, some of these kids, they don't know like how crazy it used to be when it comes to like how we used to do music. I remember making mixtapes for girls, like being on the radio and like waiting for a song and be like, oh, record, because this is the one. And like just you went through some time if you were like if you're making a mixtape for somebody.
Right.
And like you're right, cassette, as soon as you said cassettes, I was like, damn, that really was like the start for me at least. I was born in 92. So like that was kind of the first thing that I think I got an NSYNC cassette was like one of the first things my mom ever bought me. Like
My first cassette was the soundtrack to Star Wars.
Oh hell yeah, that's way better than mine.
That's way better than what I said.
Oh man. So like, what do you have a specific couple stories from the record store that you'll never forget?
Trying to think. I mean, random things. I'll never forget the first time Reggie White of the Green Bay Packers came in to shop there. He had signed as a free agent, the greatest free agent signing of all time.
Absolutely.
Up to that point in the NFL, and probably still is actually because he helped change the whole franchise.
My favorite player.
And he got signed, and I was joking with my reps every month when we do the new releases back then, talking about things different. I'd get this catalog mailed for the month, every month, glossy paper. It smelled really great. I love smelling it. And he'd go through it on the phone with the rep, on the phone, not electronically, and go, well, we'll take 5 of that, or we'll take 30 of that. And they always had the gospel at the back of it. And we used to kind of blow it off, but I kept joking for months. Oh, wait, we got Reggie White in town. We're going to have to beef up our gospel section. And I'd order some gospel. And I was kind of half joking and just having fun with it. And then one day Reggie White came in, and he came up with a stack of gospel like that. And he really liked the section. And I told him, hey, we've been stocking up since you got signed. And I asked him how he heard about the store. I almost was going to go, was it God who told you? But I figured that's Reggie White. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. And he said, oh, some of the guys on the team told me. And actually I have a second favorite Reggie White story.
Go ahead. I'm all for him.
Reggie White and his wife came in, and it was like the week after a game where Buddy Ryan, the then defensive coordinator of the Houston Oilers, took a swing at then offensive coordinator of the Houston Oilers, Kevin Gilbride. And there's a big hoo-ha. You normally don't see assistant coaches taking swings at other assistant coaches. And it was the head coach at the time was Jack Pardee. And so they came in the store, and I knew Reggie White was really tight with Buddy Ryan. There was like a total kinship. And I go, hey, what do you think all that was going on last week? And before Reggie could even say anything, his wife took the point on the question, and she was animated, yelling like he could have said something about Buddy's family and blah blah blah. And she was just totally defending Buddy, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, man, I actually, it's funny that you bring up Reggie White because like. Born 92, where's 92, right? That was my favorite player growing up. And when we won the Super Bowl, this is, I guess, my favorite Reggie White story. We won the Super Bowl. I was out there at the parade. He picked me up and put me on his shoulders during the parade.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And my mom said that it was pretty quick, though. I was like, put me down. Like, it was, it was way too high up. But, like, I love what he brings to, like, being a man outside of just being, a great football player and just, always looking at a really, like, he always had positivity. Like, I think he was just oozing positivity of a person. And like, I just love that image that he always had. And like, it's so sad to, when he passed, it was a really hard one, but like, he will probably always go down as my favorite football player.
Yeah. He was just a monster, impressive. I mean, and meeting him in person, he was just so larger than life. I mean, like, totally in awe of him. Have you ever seen his movie, Reggie's Prayer?
No, I didn't know
He
there
had
was a movie.
Yeah, working at the
FX,
GBUFO,
Reggie's Prayer?
our owner, Pierre, would by law require me to mention that. We actually played in the store a couple times a year before Packer games and do like a Sunday brunch with ham. But it's a movie he made, and it's the craziest movie in the world. It starts out with a juvenile being killed, like over a drug deal. And Reggie White is this
What year
high
did
school
it come
coach.
Oh,
I think
Reggie's
it's
Prayer.
after he
Reggie's Prayer. Yeah.
right after he retired. The wrestler, the Big Show's in it.
Big show. Yeah.
Pat Morito, Arnold from Happy Days is in it. Brett Favre and Mike Holmgren have cameos in it.
Didn't Brett Favre had a cameo also in a Ben Stiller movie?
Something about Mary.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, as soon as you said Brett Favre for acting,
I tried watching
Reggie's Prayer. There it is. Okay.
I tried watching that movie once to see Brett Favre in it, but I fell asleep before he was in it.
FX, you want to bring up at least preview for that? I'm overly interested at this point.
Yeah, Pierre, the owner of the GB UFO, he hit me to this one. And it's bizarre.
Pierre is the name that everybody thought was my name growing up.
Yeah.
I swear to you.
I was calling you Pierre.
It really was, man. That's a big bed.
It is a big bed.
Is it worth leaving behind all you've gained to gain back what has been lost?
Coaches, fellow players, members of the press, and most importantly, my fans. Today,
This looks like a 96 movie for sure. The cameras and everything, man.
Quite a shock to all of us. Why now? Is it an injury? Is it your contract?
I'm going to become the head football coach and history teacher at Portland Central High School.
Reggie, you can sign an $8 million extension. You could go to the broadcast booth. You can have anything you want right now. High school?
Listen up! Listen!
Can one man really make a difference?
I don't know if that's gonna work in today's date with the push-ups.
What he gives away, he does.
On a team,
Is that the dude from Perfect Storm? No, okay.
Swing me a little.
Is this trying to be a bro? Pull back up!
Hey, is that Leo Frigo Bridge?
full of trouble.
This is a real movie, dog. Right downtown Green Bay.
Wait. Was this shot in Green Bay?
It had to be.
I'm not sure.
Had to be.
The debut of it was in Green Bay, and the Big Show even appeared at the debut.
Yeah, that was our bridge, bro. That was definitely our bridge. This is not where I thought it was going. He's got a gun to his head. Did not expect that, dude.
And then some kung fu shit.
Gospel. Yep, there it is, right? Had to call it.
Are in the way.
Hero from Green Bay.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Reggie White.
We couldn't tell, right? Is it?
Yeah.
Yep, that's Arnold.
White. Emmanuel Brown. Mark
Is that Mr. Miyagi?
Yeah, that's Miss Miyagi.
Was that Mr. Miyagi? That's
Mr.
crazy,
Miyagi.
dude.
Miyagi.
Brett Favre, there he is.
Reggie's
Brett Favre.
Dude, they came out for this movie.
Brett Favre's kind of like mentally handicapped in this, actually. I kid you not.
So is it typecast?
Oh, what?
He had to act smarter for the role.
All right, we can cut that in.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
wow,
I'm
that's-
so glad we watched that.
great road to go down. Honestly, I'm so happy we went down that
And the
road.
trailer does not communicate how dark it gets.
Oh, I think the
Yeah,
gun to Reggie White's
yeah.
head definitely
Yeah.
was close to describing probably how dark
Well,
it got.
there's some other darker stuff in there, so you'll see.
Oh, I don't know if
You
I'm
have
gonna
to
ever be
watch
able to
it.
watch the whole thing.
I think my brain chemistry was kind of changed from that.
I think that's amazing, dude. That's probably the one thing I will remember for weeks. You know, like I was at night.
Yeah.
Oh, Reggie's Prayer. I
You're gonna
definitely
start
remember
you're gonna
Reggie's
start
Prayer.
telling everyone about it.
Yeah.
Seen this trailer?
Did you guys know about this? And they were like, "Oh, you just found out about this movie now?"
So you were in the music business 30 plus years. You're still in the music business, so
Yeah.
it's even longer.
40 plus years.
40 plus
actually.
years.
40.
Do you have some memorable venues or any venues right now that you really just like what you feel embodies like the music scene around here?
I mean, for current venues, there's some, and then like there's a bunch over the history of the ones we have going right now. The venue that we're sitting in here has a shitload of potential. Like it has like a real concert cafe vibe to me. So I think the things that we accomplished at the concert cafe, we could accomplish here. So I say this MadWorld Artist Collective is the #1 venue for potential in this town for
Hell
sure
yeah.
right now. So,
Shout out
And it's,
MadWorld, shout out Christian.
and it's like, it can be anything for everyone. It's like totally, it's not like some club where you have to be X kind of style, like
Mhm.
all kinds of music and stuff is welcome here. So like, how many venues in this town are just very pigeonholed, you know what I mean? So like
one specific type of genres gets played here.
yeah, and it's all ages, and like, you gotta
they're
get
all bars.
yeah, gotta get young people interested in this stuff when they're young, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like before the bar scene sucks them in and they're settling for some cover band, blah blah blah.
So like, I mean, we've talked about this in the past too, like with how big cover bands are in Green Bay and stuff. Like, what music really inspired you? Like, because in an area where a lot of bars do kind of dictate that cover bands are kind of the thing in our area at times. But like, you've been in the music industry for 40 years now. What is the music that really inspired you to get into it and that's made you stay in it for so long?
It was punk bands that
Hell yeah.
inspired me to do. And the first show I ever did was in August of 1986, and we're actually, before this recording started with Christian, we're going to do like a 40th anniversary of that show here on Saturday, August 22nd. And that show originally was, we're going to have to make this a benefit for something too, because the first show I ever did was a benefit show. A friend of ours in the scene had committed suicide, and some of the money went to her family, some went to like suicide prevention. So we probably will have to like do it like something, for suicide prevention to keep by the theme. We're hoping to actually have one of the bands that was actually on it 40 years ago. They're called the Rasta Punks from Hell. And we're gonna try to book them for it, but we're gonna get some of our now bands and stuff, and like a lot of the bands that were on that 40 years ago would be very difficult to have. But where was I going with this? I don't know. Sorry. Okay, so about this venue. So and that's the reason why I'm doing that show here, because this show I think symbolizes like our brightest hope for the future. You know what I mean? So because Green Bay, like once we lost the Lyric Room when it was the Lyric Room, it's been, kind of been a little bit of a difficult situation, but there's still venues popping up. I mean, like Green Bay Distillery gets some really great stuff in, like I saw the Reverend Horton Heat just got booked there. The Goddamn Gallows is coming up with Hemlock Chaser and Dig Deep. Okay. And so like Green Bay Distillery gets a ton of great stuff. Thanks to Tom Johnson, who's like booking great stuff. Tom Johnson's another promoter in this town, maybe even the promoter in this town, because he really has his stuff together and is constantly bringing really 5-star entertainment to town.
What do you think makes like somebody the promoter? Like, what I'm saying?
I mean, I think why I would call him the promoter right now, because he's constantly putting himself out on the line there, like booking stuff that could fail in Green Bay. You know what I mean? Green Bay is not always a home run. You know what I mean?
Very picky.
He brings in like the Goddamn Gallows who are coming up. That show's going to do great. But for every show like that where you kind of like know it's going to be kind of like a home run, you got a show that could be, 0-0 in the ninth inning. You know what I mean? Like, so he's always taking the chances, and he's worked hard to establish and continue to work with a lot of good booking agents. I myself, like, I'm not as interested as booking agents anymore. I like to do the booking more organically and through, talking to them directly and stuff these days, because also at these days, like, there's just so much money in my own money that I want to put online doing shows. But Tom's younger than me. He's got a lot of energy. He's very organized. He's a great promoter. So that's why I'd say he's the promoter right now. I mean, he's like I'm forgetting a whole bunch of shows he's got scheduled right now, but he's got a lot of great stuff coming to Green Bay in this next 6 months.
Shout out Tom.
Shout out Tom. How many shows would you say that you throw a year?
Well, I guess we had over 70 shows at the GB UFO last year. And we didn't try to do that. When someone told us how many, like, they've videotaped there, like Dan Garretts, who does Danger Video. He tapes tons of bands in town at different venues, and he puts them on his YouTube channel. Yeah, he said, yeah, and I missed some too. So like,
That's crazy. You were
You know.
just going through the routine, and it just ended up being that number.
yeah,
at
I
the end
mean,
of
we
the year. It's
don't
kinda
really
nuts.
try to book anything there, but when a cool band gets a hold of us, like last year, a band that had, the drummer of Sonic Youth in it, and when the drummer of Sonic Youth wants to play at your venue on a Tuesday night, you're like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, so. And then we know a lot of cool, nice bands from the Midwest, and when they ask us for help, we help them. So,
What do you think is kind of, because I've sadly not been able to, at least this last year, I wasn't able to show up to any shows. What do you think is the allure that GB UFO has that can easily, you can just have 70 shows in a year?
I don't know. We're kind of like, we're a small place. You come in like when we don't have the racks moved because we have the racks and wheels. People are like, where do you have the bands and stuff? But I think we're kind of like that story of Stone Soup. We put out the big bucket, and we're getting everyone to come in and add their ingredients to it.
Right.
And then everyone has this stew or soup, which is a great time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we're really what people put into it. You know what I mean? So I think that's the lure, because we've had all kinds of different music there and stuff, and we've had a lot of good times. So
I think it's really similar with how we kind of vibe with MadWorld too. It's like a melting pot.
Yeah. No, God, yeah.
Totally. That's I mean, that's what we all really want at the end of the day, is somewhere that we can all be together and actually have a real community together. So like, I love that we're finding more and more of these places in our area, because I've lived here my whole life, and you're right. There's been a pretty big dip from time to time. Like there's a lot of dry spells where you're like, there's not really a music scene at all here.
yeah, the Green Bay music scene is like a roller coaster or some kind of financial graph that has recessions or depressions in it. It just comes and go, and luckily, people like Tom Johnson just keep at it, and then we'll get another wave, and we'll, you know what I mean, and so it's what you put into it.
Yeah.
Well, and also with the bigger venues making the renovations and the changes to be able to accommodate some of these bigger names, so that you do start seeing Green Bay on other big name tours going around, and so then you're gonna get residual from that when you start becoming an actual destination that's going on multiple people's tours.
Yeah, we got to trick people and make them realize that come to Green Bay and you'll have a great time, because Green Bay, throughout the whole time I've been going to live shows, I think it's some of the best music fans in the world. I've seen them just appreciate the band, standing in front, clapping, conversing with them after the show, buying their merch, letting them crash at their house. You know what I mean? Like Green Bay back in the 80s always had, I guess, a reputation for, with the touring punk bands, like you sell a lot of merch in Green Bay. So I guess Green Bay is always, the underground aspect of it has just been really trying to help out bands and stuff. And a lot of bands I've heard, we did not know Green Bay would just be this much fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they start coming back on a regular basis.
I think it's a lot of it is, we have this reputation of being so nice, obviously, but I think that does a lot of times result into like, we genuinely support and we do genuinely care when somebody comes up that we're like, they deserve it, we're going to do that. I do love that about our city, because you're right. It is kind of this weird thing where we are really picky, but like for good, genuine people, we do give support pretty easily compared to what it sounds like other cities do. And when people come from out of town, they're like, man, why are y'all so nice? Like, we're just cool, man. We just chill.
The first time I ever went to Seattle was in 1999, and I was walking down the street in this.
Love Seattle.
Yeah, it's a great town.
Yeah.
And this Hare Krishna dude came up to me and said something, and I stopped and talked to him, and he said, "You're the first person to stop and talk to me today." And he seemed really like happy about it. I go, "Oh, I'm from the Midwest. We're nicer and stuff." And I ended up even buying a book from him on some, I think, transcendental meditation. And I ended up gifting it to a member of this band called the Quadrajets from Alabama.
And he gifted it to somebody else, and then right,
who knows where
it's helping so many people you didn't even know, man.
So I'm curious. I want to know, of all time, your favorite Green Bay venue, but then also one that you've been to outside of the state.
Okay. My favorite Green Bay venue of all time. That's a tough one. I'd say I might have to do a 3-way tie maybe. The Concert Cafe tied with the ABC Boxing Club, which was on Broadway. It was actually ties into that very first show I ever helped set up. So the show was for suicide prevention, and like I think Channel 5 or Channel 2 came out. They actually did some coverage on the show. And this dude who has a boxing club named Talib, he saw it on the news and he came down and he came up to me like, he wanted to like, who's in charge? And he talked to me and he said, I have this boxing club and like, you guys should do shows here. And I kind of put him with contact with some people who are actually doing the shows more on a regular basis. I mean, that was my first show. And for a long time, the Green Bay scene was really based in the ABC Boxing Club, which is now, you know where Jake's Pizza is now? On
Yes,
Broadway?
I do know where Jake's Pizza is.
That place right across from it, it was a bar. It's never open. It has a fancy name. But
Right by like
no. That's a whole different thing.
Zinger. Good
No,
zinger.
right next across from Jake's, like like just right next to it, it's like kind of a fancy drink place. It used to be where Carvana used to be.
Okay.
And Yikes Hair Salon, which my friend Jerry owns, used to be there. And then way a long time ago, that's where the ABC Boxing Club was.
Is it that end building kind of where that patch of grass is? Is it that?
Nope. It's like, here's Jake's Pizza, and it's right there next to it. It's like, it's like onion, or it's got like a real simplistic hoity-toity
I know which one you're talking about,
fancy
though.
name.
Yeah.
It's never open.
I know
Like
which one you're
Pepper,
talking about.
maybe? Is it Pepper?
No, I think it's Pepper.
Yeah.
No, I actually think that's it.
That's not open anymore.
Okay.
It-
But it
yeah,
seemed
but I've
like
been there.
The storefront was there for months
It
and
was,
months or
yeah.
years. I mean, but okay.
Wait, is Carvana not there anymore?
My mom operates Jake's Pizza, and my dad runs the kitchen.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Jake's Pizza is not only the greatest pizza joint in Green Bay, but my friend Andy Junk even went to Italy trying to find better pizza than Jake's, and he couldn't.
Damn,
He
that's
couldn't.
Jake's motherfucking pizza. yo.
oh man, the comments are gonna go wild for that one, but I love it. I gotta try. I actually have not tried their pizza yet.
Oh,
I
you
like
have
Jets
to.
pizza. As soon as you started to go with J Pizza, I was thinking Jets, but I'm gonna try Jake's. I promise. Okay. But real quick, is Carvana not there anymore?
Well, it moved way down the street.
Oh,
like
it's
a
still on
long
Broadway.
time
Okay.
ago.
Okay. I thought we were
Like,
saying that it's
yeah.
gone from there. I was
No,
like,
no,
dang,
no,
I didn't
no.
know that. Okay.
That was the original Carvana location.
So what-
Oh, so that okay.
He didn't give his
I didn't even, okay, so that's like would be my number 2 one. And then there used to be a bar in Green Bay on Main Street across from the PD car wash called Lefties. And that was a bar, but they had really great live music. It's I didn't see it there before my time, but the Violent Femmes played there one time. And then like bands like I saw like Mojo Nixon and Skid Roper there, and DeKreutzen and Soul Asylum. And it's a small little place. And so those are my 3 favorite music venues of Green Bay of all time.
Okay.
The Concert Cafe, the ABC Boxing Club, and Lefties.
So what about like out of the state? Because you've already been. You said Seattle, so maybe there was many there, but
Let me see. I only went to one venue. It's a Showbox there. It's a big theater, and I did see some great bands there, but I wouldn't go with that.
Okay.
That same weekend, I went to Bellingham, Washington, which I think is about an hour and 20 minutes north of Seattle.
okay.
And it's not there anymore, but it's called the 3B Tavern. I'd say that is one of my favorite music venues of all time. And I only was there once. I was there for a music festival called Garage Shock. And
Garage Shock.
Garage Shock.
Okay.
It was a label called Estrus Records. And they used to have a festival called Garage Shock.
Okay.
So that's up there. I'd say currently the Lamplighter in Memphis, Tennessee is probably my favorite music venue, like not in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Right now, currently, the Lamplighter in Memphis, Tennessee, is my favorite music venue. Not in Green Bay.
I've been to so many out of state, but like I can never remember the names of the venues and stuff. Like,
It was a good show. Sometimes it's out what's on your mind.
yeah, like I remember I went to this place on 3rd Street in Seattle, and I can't remember the name of it. I went and saw Wiz Khalifa and Currency there, and man, Seattle is just fun. Like I to each his own. Some people don't like it. I get it, but like I love it out there.
No, I've been there like twice, and I've loved it each time. I went out and saw the Super Suckers there on 420 one time because I don't know if you're familiar with the Super Suckers, but they're very marijuana adjacent friendly. They have lots of songs about it. They like talk about it. That's in their imagery, blah, blah, blah. So I figure, oh, the Super Suckers are playing there at the Tractor Tavern, which is kind of like a country bar, kind of, or alt country bar on 420. I'm going to fly out for that. It's on 420. It wasn't for 420. I was talking to the guitar player, the late Ron Heathman. He's like, no, it just happened. We're played on this day. And I was so disappointed. Like, I flew all the way to goddamn Seattle to see the Super Suckers on 420, and they weren't even celebrating 420. And I couldn't even find weed. Weed wasn't legal yet. And finally a cook in a kitchen got me high.
There you go.
What year did you go out there?
For this show, 2003, 2004. Maybe.
Way before I did then, because I was gonna say it was legal when I went there, but like I also actually went there right at the same time of 420. I didn't go there for 420, but I was out there during that time, and so I was like, I wonder if we were there at the same time. But no, that was definitely before my time. I think I went like in 2015.
Has there ever been a city that you've traveled to where you went to like one or two venues and you were just like, this isn't it?
Good question.
Geez, usually I go to a big city and fall in love with it and want to move there. Like,
Yep.
I've wanted to move to Austin, Texas. I totally could handle moving to Seattle. I could totally handle moving to Portland. I never really thought about it. Austin, I seriously was thinking about moving there at one point, but I decided to hang out here for my family.
Let's dive into that for a sec, because we actually brought this up on a previous episode about Austin's, like, not specific. We were talking about a comedy scene, but like also the music scene. It's such an up and coming area right now, and if you've been there so much, what do you think is like really special that's making it become this like crazy middle ground that a lot of people are starting to migrate to?
A big hub for creativity.
Yeah.
Well, for all you wrestling fans out there who might get this reference, I got some bad news for you, because what I've heard about Austin now, I would never move there. I kind of heard like the tech bros have taken it over. And one famous comedian who I know who lives there, I heard through the grapevine, he's thinking even moving out of there. So I've known so many musicians who've left Austin now that I've like have the highest esteem for. Probably the greatest record store not from Wisconsin ever, the Sound Exchange in Austin. That's not there anymore. Like all the clubs, when I went there 3 times, like in 2000, 2001, 2002, and the Austin I fell in love with isn't there. And the thing is, the person who fell in love with Austin there, me, I'm not there anymore, because I'm old. I do not want to go out to see bands every night now.
Yeah,
as much as, twist my arm, I would enjoy it, but it wouldn't do wonders for my relationship. You know what I mean? And there's so much to do in Austin, though there might not be as much as I thought. And then like friends down there, they're older and stuff, and like, they're not hanging out. You got families and stuff. And I don't want to move to Austin to try to make young friends because I'm old. But I got to think of a town that I didn't dig. I will. But Memphis is the town totally. If I didn't live in Green Bay, I'd live in Memphis, because I just love Memphis, Tennessee.
What about it?
So hold on. Let me reiterate then maybe the question. Where would you not go because the music scene is what it is?
Let me think here. Well, I wouldn't go to Chicago But that's because I have an outstanding bench warrant for my arrest from 2006 there.
I hate that you brought that up because literally, like one of the last questions I was going to ask you is there any cities you're not allowed in?
Okay. Well, I'm technically not allowed there, but if my ID got scanned, when I fly places, I connect out of Detroit or Minneapolis because I'm so paranoid I won't even connect out of Chicago. So I've never even flown over.
You pay $200 extra just to avoid Chicago.
Yeah, no, I have to. It's, so let me think here. I'm trying to think if there's ever been a music thing I haven't felt unwelcomed in, which is really hard. I've been to Toronto. It was fun.
I was just curious.
Yeah, no, but I gotta think, I would never move to Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
Yeah,
But
I think we'll second, third, and fourth that, right, guys?
okay, let me think
friendly
here.
fire.
I mean, what are the music? I don't know. I'm trying to think. What are the music scenes that are?
Is there a music theme in Fond du Lac?
What are the hot music scenes right now in this country? I don't know. I've never lived in California. I think I could handle living in California.
Have you been out there?
I've been to the Bay Area a couple times, and like 3 times, and for music festivals. The first time I was there was the day after Waylon Jennings died. Damn. So I always can look up when it was by just looking up when Waylon Jennings died.
Yeah,
I think it was February 13th or something.
I really actually liked LA. I know a lot of people talk shit about it. But I felt like I could have lived there. Like I had fun driving around.
The first time I ever had sushi was there, and there was like 5 of us, and we ordered a shitload of sushi, and we all were filled, and we had drinks, and we tipped well, and it was like $100. And Green Bay didn't even have a sushi restaurant yet then. Like Little Tokyo hadn't opened yet. And then when it did, like I checked it out because that first place, I was kind of weird to like, just try it, and love sushi now.
Is Little Tokyo the go-to spot for sushi in Green Bay? I don't eat
To me,
sushi.
it is because I'm very loyal, and since they were the first restaurant that opened up, and they're always close to my work at the exclusive company, I kind of stick with them. Actually,
How long has that restaurant been around?
I think about 2004, 2005,
Oh wow.
because it wasn't too long after I had sushi in San Francisco that place opened.
I've never been to Little Tokyo. I'm gonna have to check that out. I obviously see it all the time going up and down Broadway, but yeah.
Check it out.
We'll have to
Good
check
people.
that out.
I'm not a sushi guy, man.
Well, got to get the sushi.
Yeah, I love
I think they have
Chinese
good
food.
Thai soups and stuff too. I think there.
Get you some good orange chicken for your palate or something.
No, green tea is perfectly fine with me, buddy. I'm good all day. With that.
Random food topics. Green tea's fucking crab ragoons are like the size of a baseball, and I love it.
Yeah.
They do have arguably the best crab ragoons in Green Bay.
Like it's just all filling, and I love it.
I love how they're like in the building. Like I don't know if you remember, but there used to be a place called Storheim's, right?
Oh yeah,
There was
The
an
name
ice
sounds
cream joint there.
familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's what it was before it was Sonic's.
Mhm.
And somehow that Sonic that was there just sucked, right? Like I don't know what it was, but they screwed up the food, they screwed up the drinks. I don't know how you screw up drinks.
Have you ordered
like,
KFC in this town? Or KFC's here sucked.
Well, there's only one left.
Yeah, there's only one left.
That's
And
There's
the
a reason.
Toronto
At one
store
point.
has been a tornado of ineptitude for a long time. I have tons of different friends who have horror stories, people from all different walks of life and perspectives. It's just they're just not good with any people. Like the one story, like the manager threw his money on the ground and was yelling at him to get out, and like, I gave it a try a few years ago. Went through the drive-through, and the order just wasn't right. And
I don't eat KFC
and I don't
like
blame
that.
the workers. It's probably ownership management. I mean, so that's so weird. I'm planning to go out of town someday to go eat KFC. Isn't that
Jesus.
weird?
That would that's not worth the
seriously.
trip at all for
An
me, man.
interesting fact, I'm pretty sure they never remodeled the kitchen at the KFC on Oneida there. Like my dad said he used to work there, and it looked exactly the same
As the day it opened?
As the day he was there.
That's
So,
pretty funny.
Yeah.
Never once. If I'm gonna want good chicken, I go to Pizza Ranch, guys.
Pizza Ranch has
Fantastic
great
chicken.
chicken.
Fantastic
They do.
chicken.
It's worth the Christian music they're playing in the background.
Is it?
They
Is it
are
though?
always playing
Is it though?
Christian music in the background. He's not wrong at all about that.
But so I don't know. These days, because of the fried chicken situation in this town, I usually, when I go to Memphis, I go to Gus's Fried Chicken, which is the best fried chicken in the world. And I love that there. But
I feel you.
I really can't think of a music scene. I don't think I'd want to live in the flat states, like Des Moines or something like that. I mean,
we had a
Areas?
I don't know. I just don't want to live that part of the country.
Oh, okay. So
Right.
just you'd prefer not to just live there in general.
Yes.
Got it.
I was gonna say we had some good people from Des Moines come through here, and it sounds like they're trying to bring a bigger music scene there.
Okay.
I mean, I've never been there personally, so I don't know, but it sounds like they're doing at least a decent job out there. But no, I don't like those flat states either.
Well, live in Wisconsin. If I'm going to go somewhere else, I want something a little more spritzier.
Yeah.
Than, you know what I mean?
Like I said, I'd probably move to Seattle. I feel you with that one.
Hold on. By spritzier, do you mean nicer?
No, just different things to distract us. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
sure.
Yeah. Fancier.
Have you been to the indoor go-kart track yet? Because that's pretty sick. I'm
Is
not
that
gonna
in
lie.
Green Bay?
Hell yeah.
Oh, where is this?
It's kind of over near Lambeau.
Okay.
It was one of the factories had finally gotten gutted out,
Okay.
so they just put like it's in between all the beams and shit. It's a good time.
Do you
But I
remember?
get what you mean by like more things to do in the area.
Yeah.
Do you remember Game World? Way back in the day, it was where Best Buy is right now.
No, I
It was a
don't.
big white building called Game World, and it was a 2-story arcade with a go-kart track inside and outside.
This was in Green Bay.
This was where Best Buy and like that big strip with
Yeah.
Petco and all that. Yeah, it used to be a gigantic arcade that was an indoor arcade with a giant tower, and it would have games all around the side, and then one like game in the middle with a giant projector that everybody could watch you play.
Oh.
It was nutty, but then it went away in like 2004, 2005, like a long time ago.
All right. I didn't know that. That sounds cool though.
It was
Sounds
kinda
cool as
dope.
shit.
It's a deep cut for Green Bay people, I feel like.
Now they got player 2, which, I mean, it also has 4 screens. I think it's one giant screen. And
Yeah, the Green Bay location's got that big ass screen set up.
Player 2's all right. Player 2's all right, but you just gonna end up playing the Switch and playing Mario Kart in front of everybody. That's all you want to do at the end of
No,
the day.
I go play Blitz, man.
Dig Dug.
I go play Blitz.
Okay. I got
go
you on
play
that. I
Blitz.
got you on that.
I like Dig Dug a lot.
Dig
Played
Dug is
that as
awesome.
a kid.
Yeah.
Dig Dug's a classic. Dig Dug's a classic.
That's it right there.
Dead air.
You
Dead
didn't
air.
get to do it. Yep, you're right.
Was there maybe a specific performance that you've seen in Green Bay that still kind of resonates with you?
Let me think here.
Another good
'Cause
question.
can I tell you
Yeah.
mine?
Sure.
I haven't been to compared to probably a lot of people here. I haven't been to nearly as many concerts as most people. I will tell you though, Electric Six came to the Lyric Room a couple years back. One of the best shows I've ever been to. Like they were just so into the show themselves. Like I didn't know Electric Six had a following like that, but like Lyric Room was packed all the way to the back. It was a good time.
One of their former drummers slept at my house once when he was in a band called Bantam Rooster that played at the concert cafe.
Banta Rooster?
Bantam Rooster.
Phantom Rooster.
Phantom,
Okay,
Phantom.
Phantom Rooster. All
With a
right.
B. Bantam.
Crazy enough, I really feel crazy saying this, but I actually think my favorite performance was a backyard performance of the Wisco Kids and A-Rots.
Oh, okay.
And this sounds ridiculous because it wasn't even like a stage performance. It was literally someone's backyard, but it was hundreds of people.
I bet.
And it was lit, dude. Like it was a time. And I'll never forget that show because it was just like the whole neighborhood was just lined with cars and just for this backyard, and it was a good time, man. I have pictures still that I look at. I'm like, man, that was one of the best times in Green Bay I think I ever had.
I'd say when Teen Generate played at the Concert Cafe with the New Bomb Turks and Boris the Sprinkler and the Tantrums, that might have been my favorite
I've heard of the Tantrums before.
performance. Yeah, that Teen Generate for Japan, and they just blew the roof off the place. So, or maybe the Figs when they played at the City Center Theater, opening for the Knack. That was the first time the Figs were in Green Bay. So that might be tied. Those two shows are my two favorite ever.
Do you think you'll start seeing Lambeau like do more concerts and stuff?
You'd think so. I mean, they've been kind of hesitant and stuff.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I want them to have the Chicks headline it. I think that'd be great.
Damn.
Or I think ZZ Top should play Lambeau
Oh,
Field
that
too.
would, dude, that would sell out
You know
immediately.
what I
like,
mean? So, or ACDC and ZZ Top. How about that? You know, like,
dude, they'd be fighting for tickets for that.
you know what I mean? So, yeah, no, I would like to see more. I mean, they kind of were on a roll. They had Paul McCartney and
Mhm.
Billy Joel, and didn't they have some really super big country dude that I've repressed already?
Think it was-
Or Kenny Chesney.
That sounds right.
Kenny Chesney. What the fuck was that?
I just love when they do the.
Chesney. I know he came out at one.
Yeah,
I love when they do the alternate stuff at Lambeau. Like I even did the soccer game they went to. Great time.
That
Like
was really cool.
but-
I heard it was hard to
oh,
find tickets
so fun.
But isn't it they can't have like FIFA stuff there because the it's not big enough? Weren't they gonna try to have a World Cup game there, a qualifier?
Yeah, I don't think
Definitely
it
not
would.
big enough
Yeah,
for
it's
a World
definitely not
Cup
big enough for a
game.
World
Yeah.
Cup, but it was big.
They
en-
should fix that.
It was. I think Barcelona and Real Madrid. Like it was some big teams, but yeah, I don't think. I mean,
we can barely handle a draft. Although we did handle it
we
pretty
did
well.
handle that
I make
draft.
that joke, but we did handle
we
it.
handled the draft. Yeah.
So I hear they're trying to bring a professional football team to Green Bay, and they're talking about where they want to build a stadium for. Yeah. Yeah.
I got thrown because you said football, and real American of me. I got thrown. I was like,
Football.
wait, another football team. What are you talking about?
But
All
no, I'm not really into soccer, but I'm cool with that. People are into it.
I wasn't growing up because actually I was born with a club foot, so I had a bunch of surgeries on my foot, and my doctor was like, "You can't do soccer; it's too much consistent running." So like I was just out of sight, out of mind for soccer growing up, right? And then that Lambeau game, I was like, I get it. Like when you're there in person and like the build up to like, yes, it is only like, 1 to 3, but like, dude, those ones go crazy.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, okay, I get it. And like then me and my buddies play FIFA all the time. And I'm like, I am into soccer now.
I see it like every once in a while when the World Cup's going on, I give it a try. Like I remember watching it in a bar at Portland at really early in the afternoon one time, and
What's Portland like?
Portland is kind of like a cooler Milwaukee,
Okay.
or maybe a less cooler Milwaukee.
I got buddies there right now.
There's a lot of ex-Wisconsinites and Milwaukeeans in Portland, and I even was brought to a Packer bar there once. It smelled like the bar was like in Shawano or something like that, and all they had was the Packer game on, and my friend thought he was doing me a solid. But I'm a Bears fan, so like they didn't have any of the football games on. So as soon as he left, I left the bar and got a cab or something and went down to a sports bar. This is in Portland, and watch Mitch Trubisky throw 6 touchdowns against the Detroit Lions.
Oh,
But,
right there.
Historically suck. I don't know what your burn is here, but I'm aware of it.
No, it's funny you say that the Wisconsinites who moved there because I have a buddy. Shout out Robbie, love you, buddy.
Now you guys know
He's
how
a
I
comedian
feel.
out in Portland right now, but he moved there from here.
Yeah, it's the climate, and people are pretty cool and stuff. I mean, every time I've gone to Portland, I've had a great time. I always go to like the Voodoo Donuts place, and I've seen a lot of great bands in Portland. I've seen the Oblivions and the Love Sores and the Jesus Lizard and Show and Knife and Mudhoney and the Scientists. So
I don't think you've named like 50 bands and you haven't repeated a single one. This is intense for me. I'm not gonna lie.
sorry.
No, it's
Sorry.
good. I'm learning new stuff, but like you're just like I haven't heard a repeat yet, and I'm like, God, how do you know so
It's
many
just
bands?
a wealth of knowledge of bands.
I forget my child's name sometimes.
No, and I suck at names in general. I suck at
Yeah.
band names. Yeah, no, so I feel you. Like sometimes it's hard for me because like it's there is so much great music before we were born, and then we feel like the music is that of our time was really, really great too. And like, man, sometimes I really do commend people that have been in the industry and just can like pull back a band from 30 years ago. Like these guys were killing it.
Yeah,
man.
fuck yeah.
Like that's honestly so cool because that really shows the passion that you have for it.
Now you guys know how I feel when you guys talk about movies.
Oh, that's a good one. It's a good one. We do that. You need to watch more movies from before you were born, though. You do. You absolutely do.
Just in general.
Well, since we love to talk about movies, though, what's your favorite movie?
The Blues Brothers.
The Blues Brothers. Love it, dude.
First R movie I ever saw in the theater too. I begged my dad to take me to it in 1980 when it was in the theater.
How many times did you see it in the theater?
Well, just at once. My
Okay.
mom was super pissed that he took us to see the Blues Brothers.
It's not even that bad of a
R-rated.
movie. It wasn't even that
And
bad.
you were how old?
I was 13 at the time.
Come
Well,
on.
my
you're
mom
fine.
is the most
Man.
repressive mom of all time. I
Movies.
was still 18 living at home, and she wouldn't let me watch our movies on HBO. So my solution to that was I moved out.
Yeah, no, good response.
Yeah.
Good response.
I want to watch my R movies, Mom.
I figured,
It's
like, come on, if
amazing.
you're treating me as such like I'm out of here. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh man, I remember my first R movie. I was probably, man, like 10, some real young.
My first R-rated movie that I like vividly remember would have been Army of Darkness.
Chucky was mine for sure.
is that the one where he's looking into a mirror in that one in the bathroom? Is
That would
the-
be, I believe, the first or
Okay.
second Evil Dead
Okay.
film, but it's the same timeline.
Okay.
It's in that universe.
I saw that in the theater at the Stadium Theater, which is no longer. It's by that Red Lobster on the west side.
Yeah,
Was it? Wait, that was a theater, like a movie
Yeah,
theater.
it
Used to
it's
be.
called the Stadium. Yeah.
I never knew about that at all. Actually,
finally, one
Yeah, saw
older
a
building
lot of-
I've heard
saw a
about. You
lot of
didn't.
good movies there.
I just remember the old one by East Town Mall. The old movies, the $2 movies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was it, man. That
Cheap
was
seats, hell yeah, man.
yes. That was. I wish that was there so bad right now.
Well, Mr. Timebomb, thank you very much for joining us and gracing us with your presence.
Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun. Went by super quick.
Absolutely. Do you want to plug GB UFO?
GBFO, if you have any socials out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I work at the Green Bay UFO Museum Gift Shop and Records. We're a record store and more on 2248 University Avenue. We're not open on Mondays and Tuesdays, but Wednesday through Saturday, we're open 11 to 11. We're open Sundays 11 to 5. We're participating in Record Store Day, which I think is Saturday, April 18th.
Okay.
We have a skate rock band from LA called Stoke Signals playing with Smoke Free Home, and a band from Milwaukee called Bad Year on Saturday, February 21st.
Okay.
And we do this annual music festival that we think kicks ass. It's called the GB UFO Invasion Fest.
Okay.
This year it is 3 days. The first day is Thursday, July 23rd, and it's right here at MadWorld Artist Collective. Starts at 2:20 in the afternoon. The incredible electronic artist from Appleton, Matt Nace, is opening. Be here at 2:20 for that, okay?
Heard.
The next day on Friday, July 24th, it's at Badger State Brewing Company. Starts at 1 in the afternoon. The next day, Saturday, July 25th, is also at Badger State, and that starts at 12:20. And the headliner here on Thursday, which I won't reveal yet, is going to open the show on Saturday. So we really want to, like, dynamite band, so we really want to get up people early. And the lineup will be coming out soon. We're still working on that and ticket info and all that. It's the store, we put our heart and soul into this every year. We really hope people will check it out. It's 3 days of just a lot of great bands and artists and comedy. Both Friday and Saturday, we'll have an hour of comedy curated by Green Bay super comedian Christy Lighty.
Love Christy.
Or
Oh, yeah.
Kristen Lighty.
Man, you got a
You
bank.
threw me
full
off for a
for
second there too. Yeah, we got
Kristen
it.
Lighty. Sorry. My fault. Yeah. But yeah, she's awesome. She has, like, usually we do a half hour a year, and this year we're giving her twice as much time each day.
She
can fill it
herself, honestly.
Oh, she could. So yeah, we're looking forward to that, and we're looking forward just to people coming out and buying records or some of the other weird pop culture things that we have in stock. We're very friendly. We don't bite. We're dog friendly. Even if your dogs bite, that's okay.
That's okay.
And if they bite my hand, give them a treat. It's all good. And then I don't know. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, man. We appreciate you coming on. Absolutely, it was a great conversation.
Definitely.
And the reason why I'm in sunglasses and this hat and hoodie and mask today is because some of the people out there in social media land do not like the GB UFO stance on certain current events. And I had some guy trying to dox my phone number and home address the other day on the internet. So I'm going in disguise because things are getting weird out there.
Things are getting weird out
Things
there.
are getting weird. That should be the title of it. Things are getting weird out
Things
there.
are getting weird out
Yeah,
there.
well,
Everyone-
hey, man, appreciate it, man.
TimeBomb Tom, PiersDaBeard, and I'm Brooke. Have a good one.
See you guys next week. Hell yeah, man.
Appreciate you coming.
Yeah.
Holy crap.